Welcome back to another episode of our GODSU Wednesday Icon Talk. I am your MC and co-host, His Excellency the Car, and in today's episode is with our Vice Chancellor, His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks Jr. Chaplain. He is the Vice Chancellor for GODSU and the CEO of Take Action Now IT Inc., doing business as Tanit. And he's going to be training you on how to hood yourself for our graduation. So stay tuned for the episode. Thank you.
All righty, so we're gonna put the spotlight on Dr. Willis, who is going to do the hooding ceremony for you guys next Friday. But you have to know how to put the hood on, and the hood, he's gonna show you your hood.
Top and bottom.
There's a top and bottom. You see where the peak is, where you have this here, so you can attach it inside either with a pin or there may be a button. And at the back, that there's another button here that can be done. So I would advise, and we never done this before, but we really want to incorporate the family. So I want each person choose a family member that you really need to encourage, someone who really need to be elevated as you're being elevated, and have them to help you once this is put over your head, to go ahead and to button the back like this. Okay, so please have that one person to assist you during graduation. So when we have the hooding ceremony, it becomes a whole family affair. So have that one person who really needs to be encouraged. So this time I'm going to hand over the hooding ceremony to His Excellency Dr. Willis Eubanks, who's the first Vice Chancellor we've ever had here at GODSU, and has been my partner in business for 40 years. And you're going to say, but GODSU isn't 40 years. Let me tell you something. When I came from Jamaica, I saw all the students getting student loans. If you come from Jamaica, you don't get any student loans. So I brought my business with me. So I used to sell all the Caribbean hats, the belts, the rings, the clothing, etc. And every Wednesday, Dr. Willis would knock on my door in my dorm, and 6 o'clock in the morning, he would take all my suitcases, set me up, and I'd have the most money on campus. See, even at that young teenage age, I was making my money and not dependent on anybody. And when I wanted more money, Dr. Willis was in the African-American class with Dr. Naeem Akbar, who is now on one of our professors emeritus. And he was like, you know what, I need to give the students the African experience. How can we do that? And Dr. Willis put up his hand. My girlfriend, she teaches African dance. I never teach no African dance. I was a performer. I would perform at the different churches during Black History Month and do African dances and Jamaican dance. This man put up there that I have another business. He must think I'm a Jamaican. Put up there and give me another business, and told him that I teach dance. So I became the professor of dance at Florida State for Dr. Naeem Akbar. And I made extra money. So you always use your talent to make extra money, as long as it's legal, ethical, and more. I was not a stripper. Okay. I taught African American dance and African dance. So let's not get it twisted. So I'm not sending anybody out there to shake anything to get any money. This was legitimate dance. I've been training dance since I was like 8 years old, ballet, ballet, African dance, Jamaican dances, etc. So without further ado, my Boaz, Dr. Willis Eubanks, take the stage.
Thank you so much. How much time we have? Like 5 minutes?
No, man, take your time and teach them whatever you need to do.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. I want to congratulate each and every one of you. This is phenomenal. And I'll just take a moment and acknowledge my better half, Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, for having that vision. You know, one of the things that she's always promoted is everyone to have their business, have their, we all have a divine purpose. Not everybody's necessarily meant to have entrepreneurship, but I think, in my opinion, I think that even if you have a government job, even if you have another job, you should always do entrepreneurship. There's some great tax write-offs that you can take advantage of having your own business. And so saying that. In fact, I'd forgotten about, that she sold, different dolls and different Jamaican artifacts every Wednesday, I think it was, down in the Union. So thank you for taking me back down memory lane on that. So yeah, she's been an entrepreneur for a very long time. And but I just want to say too that having that vision is so important. And the fact that she activated the vision, not just had the vision, but activated the vision. We're all here as a result of that. And everything starts in the mind, as we all know. Everything that you see around us, whether it's a car, whether it's a computer, whether it's a book, it all starts in the mind. And so the next step is always to activate. And so Dr. Diane is very good about that, and also holding you accountable to activate your vision. So I want to really thank her again, acknowledge her, because without that activation of the mind, of the vision, we wouldn't be here. So people without a vision perish, as you know. Right. So, but having said that, what I want you sort of to imagine, the hooding process is primarily for the people with masters and PhDs, but since we're doing this virtually, we want everyone to participate, including the chaplains. So I want you to imagine if we were physically in a room together, there would be a dignitary line of about 10 to 12 people. Would be maybe the ambassador of Ghana, the ambassador of Nigeria. Sometimes it's even the mayors, local leaders that we have, and they're all going to congratulate you. That line is from the chancellor on down to the dignitaries. And so myself and usually someone else, another dean, would help hood you. And so so we're all going to do this, whether you're chaplains or whether it's honorary doctor. As she said earlier, this is actually the top part here, kind of like the V-looking part. That's the top that's going to actually go around your neck. And this string here is not really sure what that purpose of this string is, but it goes in the front. I think it's more just for a guide. You can put it, you can actually tie it around your zipper with a gown here. You can see here. So there is a hole there that you can actually put this through once it's over your head. So I have a big head, and so I would recommend everyone to take their hat off while they do this. Again, the V is the top part that's going to go where your neck is. There are two other strings that'll be, one has a knot, the other one has like a bead, and you're going to half a bead, and you would put that on. The person who's helping you, and I thought that was a great idea what Dr. Diane said, to have someone help you who maybe needs encouragement or see your success by helping you with this. So what you want to do, I'm sitting down. So what you want to do is actually have the person help you put the V part over your head like this. Okay. And it really is a two-person's job. So since we're sitting, it won't be exposed too badly, but I know that people cannot tie that knot in the back, so I recommend that you get help with that part, and also adjustment. Everybody make it out okay? Yes. Perfect. Everybody's looking good there. Awesome. Then once you have that on, then you can put your cap back on. And graduation cap. This part never gets old. This is one of my favorite parts of the ceremony. So normally, believe it or not, depending on the number of graduates, this can take anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour to go down and everybody get an individual handshake with all the dignitaries. And so it's a very important moment. They say in life that you get 15 minutes of fame in life, but we like to extend this. And you may say, my goodness, why are all these activities? When we had them in person, sometimes we'd have 21 different activities. We'd go feed the homeless. We'd go to convalescent homes and maybe deliver books or socks. We even get together, some of us, and play basketball, and some would cheer. And so, it was all about bonding. Most graduations, this is where GODSU is definitely different. Most graduations, you walk, your 2 or 3 minutes of fame across the stage, you collect your sheepskin, and then it's over. But with us, we want to extend it because we want to encourage bonding. We want to encourage entrepreneurship. We want to encourage collaboration along, with the graduates. And so this is sort of our way of doing that, having different activities. And so virtually we're going to put, together. And so that's one of our ways of bonding. So.
Awesome.
Yeah. Any questions? Are we
Well,
good?
what are we going to do? We're going to spotlight each person so we can see if they got it. Perfect. All right. Okay. Great. All right. So you guys did good. Congratulations.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed that. I want you all to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And stay tuned. We have some more messages that follow. I'd love to see you tomorrow morning as we do have our God Success Teach and Pray every day. And I look forward to seeing you next week on our Wednesday Icon Talk. Thank you.
Global Ovid Day Seminary and University GODSU is a 501c3 interfaith e-learning Global Florida Department of Education Commission of Independent Studies approved degree issuing religious institution of higher learning under Florida Statute 1005.061F in Miramar, Florida, a suburb of Fort Lauderdale suburbs. Our curricula include programs like our theology diploma, bachelor's, master's, and PhD programs, which are designed for students called to the ministries of teaching and preaching. Program enrollees include pastors, evangelists, missionaries, and laypersons. Our additional courses: Entrepreneurial Studies, premier self-development courses on wealth building. We also offer a mini course for youth, the Junior Ambassador Youth Public Speaking, to gain professional and personal skills. Chaplaincy Diploma, Love and Spiritual, Interfaith, and Christian programs. Chaplains are trained, certified leaders attached to either a religious and/or non-religious institution or organization. Cybersecurity IT courses. Our licensed instructor has a 95% pass rate compared to the 30% national average for CompTIA accredited courses, such as Security Plus and Network Plus. 40% of our alum who've gone through our prestigious GODSU honors programs have also previously matriculated through their earned doctorate programs. Our alum include physicians, ambassadors, statesmen and stateswomen, icons and billionaires, religious leaders, titans in business, global philanthropists such as Ambassador of Ghana to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Bafor A.J. Bewa, Ambassador of Nigeria to the United States, His Excellency Dr. Sylvanus Nusufor, billionaire builder and dean, His Excellency Dr. Michael V. Roberts, former Maritime Minister, Government of Nigeria, Honorable Dr. Leke Olawale. Our world-class and esteemed professors include Attorney Her Excellency Reverend Dr. Diane Moore Eubanks, Ph.D., Chancellor, Physician Dr. Eric Bizetsky, Clinical Health and Nutrition and GODSU Medical Expert, Physician Her Excellency Rhoda Makinde, Ph.D., Chief Medical Doctor, GODSU Medical Missions, Dean Michael V. Roberts, J.D., Ph.D., Dean of Entrepreneurship Studies, Dean Kyra Eubanks, Dean of Junior Ambassador, Professor Willis Eubanks, Ph.D., Dean of Cybersecurity Program, Professor Imam Dr. Talib Sharif, Professor Interfaith Program and Chaplaincy, Professor Reverend Dr. William Blake Theology Program Curriculum Development, Professor His Excellency Dakar Ethical and Successful Marketing Techniques, Entrepreneurial Studies.